Good morning, your majesties. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I have another story for you guys. Oh, I want to let you guys know I did have my pre-op appointment on the 10th. I will be telling you guys about that in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. So, I have another story for you guys. This one, I don't know if I'm gonna mention his name correctly. T. Williamson? Guys, I don't know. Okay. T. Williamson appeared on Celebrity Ghost Stories in 2010, the year I graduated, and told a story about a phone call he received from a childhood friend who had a terrifying message from hell. McKelly Williamson is best known for playing Bubba in Forrest Gump. Oh, okay. I don't think I ever noticed him in Forrest Gump. I have seen Forrest Gump before, but I've never really noticed. Okay. This is not a story I tell people all the time because people will think I'm lying or I'm delusional. To this day, I'm very careful about who I talk to about the story, but this is a fact. This is something that happened to me. This happened to me in the early 80s in Los Angeles. When I was a struggling actor, people who know me, I stop by my mom's house a couple of times a week to go see my mom. Everyone knows that about me. One day I gave her a call and she didn't answer the phone, so I stopped by. My mom met me outside her house and told me to get back in the car and go home. It was really weird. I was like, "Mom, are you okay?" She was like, "Yeah, baby, I'm fine. Just get back in the car and go home. I'll talk to you later. Call me when you get home." Yeah, I would be like, "Mom, what's happening? What?" Okay. So I called her when I got home and she said everything was fine. A couple days later, I stopped by her house again. And like clockwork, she met me outside and told me to get back in the car and go home. I was like, "Mom, what's wrong? Are you okay?" She was like, "I'm fine, baby. You cannot come here now. You cannot be here now." I was like, "Is somebody bothering you?" She said, "No, baby, just get in the car. If you see any of your friends, don't stop. If you see any of your friends, don't stop. Go home." Did someone just fart? Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't stop. If you see any of your friends, don't stop. Go home. I asked my mother if there was anyone in the house. She said no. She said no. Mama wants you to go home. So I looked at her and I was like, okay, mom, all right. I was tempted to push my past. I was tempted to push my. I was tempted to push my way past her and go in the house to see if everything was okay. But I would never disrespect my mom. My mother's my mother's not weak or frail or a frail person. She's a very strong woman. A couple days went by, my phone rang. It was my mom. And she asked me if I could come and see her. I was like, "Mom, are you okay?" She was like, she was like, we, she, wait, I'm sorry. A couple of days went by and my phone rang and it was my mom. And she asked me if I could come and see her. I was like, "Mom, are you okay?" And she was like, when can you get, okay. She was like, "When can you get here?" All the way over, all the way over there, I had butterflies in my stomach. And I was like, what's going on? What's wrong with my mother? When I got to her house, she let me in this time. Something was definitely wrong. It was so thick in the air that you could cut it with a knife. I had to try and stop myself from shaking because my nerves were on edge. There was some guys in the neighborhood I had grown up with. One of the kids was named Adrian. We were best friends. Adrian always found a way to do things the wrong way. I was never able to forgive him for a lot of the dumb stuff he did. He was the kind of kid who would go off and do some dirt on his own and come back and you'd see that he had a new watch or a new necklace or something. It seemed like something was driving him to do wrong, and even when you snapped him out of it, he couldn't tell you why he did it. I could always find a way to talk him into doing the right thing, because I knew even then because I knew even then what karma was all about. I understood the spiritual law that what goes around comes around. Yeah. That is so, oh yeah. When we sat down and my mom said, I'm sorry to tell you that Adrian got killed last night. His cousin shot him and killed him in the middle of the street. What? 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 I was just stunned. She said he had been by here looking for you, and I saw death on him. What? He had been by here looking for you, and I saw death on him. My grandmother could actually see spirits, and my mother could see death on a person before they died. That is creepy. She didn't want our paths to cross because she saw death on him so strong. She knew there was nothing she could do to turn around, to turn that tide, and he was definitely going to die soon. Oh my gosh. I was like, Mom, maybe I could have helped him. She was like, no, there was nothing you could have done. Death was on him too strong, and it and his time was up. I went back to my apartment, and I was really disturbed over the whole thing. I sat in disbelief for a long time, and I kept thinking, what what if I had seen him? What if things had been different? The following evening, I called my girlfriend and she came over for dinner. Just as we were sitting down to eat, the phone rang, and my girlfriend answered it. All the color went out of her face, and I knew something was wrong. She said, "It's a collect call from Aiden." What? I took the phone and said, "Hello." The voice on the other end of the phone was the voice I knew all of my life from childhood. This was my friend Aiden. He called me Mickey Mickey. There was only 3 or 4 people in my life who called me Mickey because I hated being called that. And right off the bat, I knew his voice. It was him. He said, "Help me, help me. You know how to help me." I was like, "Aiden, where are you?" He said, "They're trying to take me inside. I ran away. Help me. You gotta, you gotta help right now before they get back." Oh, geez. I could hear all these voices screaming, and a sound like a roaring fireplace where you could hear the cut through the air. I could hear him begin to fight, and he was being overpowered. He kept screaming, "No, no, no, let me go, I'm not going." And he was screaming my name, "Mikey, Mikey, Mikey." Then the phone just went dead. That is creepy as heck. I stood there for a long time. It was very hard to be on the phone with a person you can't help. I talked it over with my girlfriend, and she told me to call the operator and see if they could trace the call. They couldn't. Jeez. The operator told me that if it was a collect call, it would be reflected on my bill. I knew the date, the time, everything. But when the phone bill came, the call wasn't on my bill. Really? This was a phone call that I received from the other side, and he made contact with me through a telephone. He kept saying that I knew how to help him, and to this day, I'm so baffled as to exactly what he meant. I really don't know how I could have helped him. I wish I did, but I don't. The phone call was a message to me because I was taught that hell is a real place. There's always consequences. Had I been with him when death came, it could have taken me as well. I know the spirit is very real, but I would just say But I would just say don't be afraid. Just make sure that you walk in the light because that's the only protection you have. That is so true. Oh my God. Okay. What do you guys think of that story? I swear I love reading these stories to you guys. That's gonna be it for today's video. So if you're new here, if you're new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made, and you're the king of my heart in the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, and I will tell you guys about my appointment in tomorrow's video. Oh, another thing too, we didn't go to the Christmas party because my neck was just hurting so much. It was just I wasn't feeling it. So yeah, we didn't go to that Christmas party that we went to last year. But anyway, so that's why there's no footage of the Christmas party that I was supposed to go to. But anyway, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, and I love you guys so much, and have a good day. Love you, bye. Mwah. And stay spooky. Mwah.